Yeah, I went. And I can't believe nobody even tried to help me. You see, I went and I sat on that pew, man. I went and I saw them come in, greeting each other hand in hand. You know, I went. When it came time, for the offering pan to come around, I wanted to give, but I didn't have nothing. And that lady, man, she looked at me hard. So, I needed needed a little food for my family. So I went. I got there. Only meal we were going to eat the whole week. So I asked for a to-go plate. They said that the to-go plate was reserved for the members of the church. Am I a member of the church? They ain't seen me there before. I had my two little ones with me. Hung my head. I said, no, I ain't a member of the church. All I needed was enough to go home and, try and store it up for us. But instead, I got a little bread, got a little meat, a little thing of water, sent me on my way. They didn't know this is all we was going to have to eat for the week. And I said, as we went to a table in the back, I said, Father, is that how we're going to be treated from now on, man? I had sucked up my pride, and I came to eat. But they barely gave me any meat. So I got ready, to go. We covered our plates. We put them in a bag and went walking down the street. And I see my fellow man, laying out there on the street. No food to eat. And I had the bread, that my family needed. But when I saw him reach up and ask me if I could give him some, you know what I did without hesitation? I gave it to him. And I went on down the street. I glared behind me and I saw another person come up where he was asleep. And they began to break the bread and share it. said, all right. I said, all right, Father, now what we gonna do? Because my little ones, my two, sitting there looking at me. I got to my little apartment. I went inside. I shut the door and y'all, I cried. Cried out to my Father who in heaven. And I said, Father, what we gonna do? We ain't got nothing to eat. And as I cried, heard a knock on the door. It was that same woman that told me the to-go plates was for only the members of the church. She said, ma'am, I'm sorry to come by unannounced, but when I saw you and the little ones leave and I walked out the door, I saw you give your food to the poor. I was convicted immediately. Then I went back inside where I later cried. And I said, Father, forgive me. And I got your information, so please forgive me. And I asked the other ones, could they gather up the leftover food so I could come and give it to you and your children and ask you to forgive me.